Welcome back, folks. This is Gary Mazeroff, and we are in for a treat. Quarterfinal match, Rocky Carson, USA, Carlos Keller, Bolivia. Speaking of treats, I'm joined in the broadcast booth by my old buddy, the iconic racquetballista from Team Canada, Ron Brown. Ron, welcome.
Gary, good morning. Great to be here. Great to be with you. You know, I'm a fan of the stream, and to be in this seat is a real honor. Thank you.
Well, we're going to share some wisdom, my friend. Absolutamente.
Yeah, this is a really intriguing match. You know, the older, more experienced Rocky, the younger, obviously very accomplished Keller. You know, what wins today?
Well, believe it or not, I would say the advantage is to Rocky. It should be a tight match like the previous match with Galicia from Guatemala defeating De La Rosa from Mexico. Congratulations, Team Guatemala, by the way.
Yeah,
and congratulations to Team Bolivia. Barrios just beat Munoz.
And here we go.
Ball down. So good start for Carlos, Ron.
Yeah, you know, the barometer for me is going to be how much are we going to see Rocky moving? If Rocky's got positional advantage, you're going to see a Rocky result that he'll be proud of.
Oh, nice snap, backhand, rollout, Keller. So in 2010 in Korea, these two played. Carlos was 18, 11-10 tiebreak in favor of Rocky. Let's see if it reverses this time.
You know, ironic, that was my last international event live was Korea 2010. I have fond memories of that facility, and I do remember that match.
And welcome back, my friend. Safety hold up. And point awarded.
Avoidable call, and I agree with that call. Oh, Keller's indicating replay.
Thank you.
Overruled the ref.
Very nice of him. So replay, dead ball hinder, replay first serve. Keller, you're not going to see a lot of animation from him.
No.
Rocky, you will if he's down.
And Keller's gotten off to a good start here for him. He'll be happy with this.
So 3-0, Carlos Keller. Santa Cruz de la Sierra in Bolivia. Rocky lives in Orange County, about 50 miles south of Los Angeles in California.
Gary, that's a great example of Rocky's hitting. He's playing for position, almost like a veteran chess player. Hard to do at altitude on these courts, but he's a master.
Speaking of masters, I've been reading a book about Bobby Fischer, speaking of chess masters. Short. One of the themes thus far, in the first two matches at least, Ron, power drive serves have come up short. Very low percentage of successful drive serves thus far.
Yes. Always tough to keep a good drive serve in at this altitude and keep it off the back wall.
Controlled Z.
Another example of Rocky hitting the right shot in the right situation.
Oh, it's check the score here. It's 3-2.
Called short.
Called short. Let's check the score, folks.
2-3. 2-3 Rocky serve.
Two serving three. Second serve. Go with that controlled Z-Ron.
Nice kill by Keller down the right side.
So empate, folks, 3-3. Rally scoring for those of you who have forgotten. IRF now rally scoring, win by 2. Best of 5 to 11 points.
I love rally scoring, I have to tell you.
And in Canada, you guys have been for years playing a 2-point spread to win, correct?
We have, and I do remember, and I'm thinking back, it might be the 90s, where we actually experimented with rally scoring for a while. You know, it puts us in line with sports like tennis and volleyball.
Squash.
Yeah.
That's one of the motivations to be in line with those
great serve.
high-tier sports, Olympic sports, if you will, and we're anticipating entry in 2028 in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And, you know, the players are liking it.
They've adapted.
Most important. Skip by Keller. That's a 5-3 lead Rocky, I believe, Gary?
5-4.
5-4.
We'll get it right yet, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Carson, 43 years old. Keller, 30. Yet it seems like Keller's been around for 40 years.
Yeah, it's often the case with the good young players.
Second serve. Oh, what a great pass, Ron.
Great pass. You notice the pace. On that shot, Gary, he's not hitting all out. It's all about the placement.
Such great racket skills, quick hands, and smarts.
Yeah, very effective cross court by Rocky.
Carlos would like that again, but no mulligans in racquetball, folks. He had that opportunity to put it away, left it up, and Rocky took advantage of it.
6-5 Rocky.
Continuing the drive serve theme for today. Fortunately, in his arsenal, he has other options.
He does. Nice.
Give Carlos a little room and he'll take advantage of
Yeah.
it. That ball just veered slightly off the back wall.
Rocky's trying to tempt him to take shoulder high shots. Skip ball. Keller serving 7-6.
Great cross-court snap forehand by Rocky. I'm impressed with two things the previous 2 points, Ron. One, Carlos coming down this video, this 40-foot long glass along the right side. And two, Rocky's ability to neutralize both of those serves.
Yes. I agree, Gary, on both points.
See what the call is. So there's an appeal. First time in 4 days we have lines people,
Yeah,
Ron.
yeah. In this round, we now have lines people. So I think what we're looking at is a hinder call, and the appeal is for an avoidable.
So, and both lines people disagree with the call. Therefore,
that will be a point.
still have 2 appeals left. And a point scored.
Keller asking for a little more definition on that call.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Diana Aguilar, our head ref, her call was
I believe
dead ball hinder replay.
Right.
And both lines people disagreed, saying it was an avoidable hinder, therefore a point scored.
Right.
No appeal used for Rocky. So 2 available appeals per set for each player. And Carlos says, that's okay. I'll give you that one. Tied at 8.
And what I love about rally scoring, Gary, that's a point. Put you right back in. 8 serving 8. Skip.
Unforced error by Carlos.
Yeah, that's a shot he's going to make most of the time, Gary.
I'm in agreement with you. So 2 points from game 1 is Rocky Carson. Remember, you have to win by 2, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the IRF Networks. Thank Ron for joining us here in the booth, and thank you to our producer Pablo Farje, co-producer Alexis Iwasa, and my partner in crime, who will be back this afternoon, Gustavo Farel.
So Gary, there's a great example of what I think is a theme in this match. Rocky's giving him the sort of three-quarter speed lob Z to his backhand, and he's just tempting him to shoot from shoulder height. And that time Carlos did, and it works out to Rocky's advantage. I think we're going to see a lot of that in this match.
Thank you, Ron. Match point, game point number 1 here in game 1. Ball down. Ball down.
Yeah, it's called down.
Good call by Diana.
Yeah, I saw 2 bounces.
So Keller holds off, staves off first game point. Meanwhile, as you just said, I like it. He earns a point. So
yes.
now there's a 1-point deficit.
Yes.
And if Keller wins the next point, Ron, we're
going to overtime.
OT.
Yeah, which I've always loved it. Short serve called. Second serve coming.
Backhand Z lob coming.
Yep.
He pushed it a little bit harder to keep Rocky from coming out. Didn't matter. Rocky scores the 11th point and wins 11-9 game 1.
Yep.
And we'll be back to the IRF Network in 2 minutes. So you go to guess
We'll be
what?
back.
And we're back live in vivo here. Show court, San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Racquetball Mecca here at La Loma.
Based on game 1.
Well, let me put that in your hands, Ron. What do you see? We said there'd be a slight advantage in favor of Rocky, and guess what?
Peanut butter.
2-point advantage
oatmeal.
in game 1. So we're joined in the booth again with co-producer, fellow Canadiense, lady in red, Iwasa. So what does Carlos need to do here other than score 11 points first, Ron?
You know, it's just those little mistakes that made the difference in the first game. Yeah,
That'll help.
it does. That was an efficient rally for him.
I call that a statement forehand winner. So it's 1-0 game number 2. Rocky won the first 11-9. Not much Rocky can do there. I mean, he neutralized that drive power serve, and Carlos is there to gobble it up.
But that's one example of Carlos scoring on a drive serve that he managed to get in. And now we're seeing, right? It's hard for them to be effective to get them in all the time at this altitude.
Granted. This is the quarterfinals. So we have 2 lines people here, Ron. The human factor. And when we get to the semis, it'll still be the human factor, but they're going to not have the 2 lines persons. They'll go to the monitor.
Similar situation in game 1. We've got a hinder called. We've got an appeal.
And one lines person agree, one disagree.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the appeal came from Carlos. He now has one
lost appeal.
correct. I believe the score is still 1-2. That's a replay. Thumbs up from my cohort, Mr. Brown. Unfortunate for Carlos, he fell.
Slip.
Probably have an informal timeout here with the towel.
I think we're going to have a little housekeeping duties here.
Folks, one formal official timeout. I should say player timeout for each player or team in doubles. And then Quien sabe, who knows how many informal timeouts like this towel timeout. Number one issue on the concern on the court is safety, Ron.
It is.
Meanwhile, Rocky scored his second point and we have a tie. I want to thank
And when I was coaching Gary, I used to sometimes question how long it took to dry a floor. A toweling of the floor could
time
often
efficiency,
be.
my friend.
Yes, I always thought I could do it quicker, but
maybe in your next life.
yeah.
2-2, game 2. Rocky up 1-0.
Oh,
replay probably.
yeah, yeah,
Carlos certainly had cleared.
yeah. Inadvertent.
So, folks, dead ball hinder nullifies a previous fault serve. Always reverts back to first serve. Rocky serving.
You can see the sportsmanship between the two of them, right? That was not intentional, obviously, and
Certainly.
just checking each other's safety.
pros misdirect the shot every now and then. I'm not sure you have in your career.
So there's a serve and shoot rally right there. Gary got his drive in. Carlos did not get the return that he wanted, and Rocky put the next ball away.
Gustavo and I call it endearingly Tom Travers racquetball.
My old friend Tom Travers.
Ball down.
Oh, 3-3. I think we said this was going to be close, Gary.
Yes, sir. Oh my, Rocky slipped, asked for the towel.
That's the second player. Yeah, they both slipped in that same general area.
Well, Ron, it's going to happen. Both players leaving their feet. Perspiration.
Yes.
Dropping to the floor.
Yeah.
Towel timeout. Now, the rule is if Diana Aguilar, the head official, deems that for safe and fair play, either player has to change their shirt, she'll tell them to do so. She hasn't done so yet. You can see Rocky's midsection, it's getting soiled there.
Yeah. Well, Gary, I have to give a plug out for San Luis. We've had perfect weather here. It's been, in the high 20s every day. It hasn't been a drop of rain. It's really nice and warm here. That's as a tourist, but as a player, it's quite warm in these courts. So,
well put.
Oh, nice retrieve.
Impressionante, senor.
Yes.
A three-letter word for that is wow.
Wow. Yeah. A player who obviously plays at altitude a fair amount, right? No ball is dead.
Correct. Although his hometown of Santa Cruz is closer to the Rio.
Yeah.
He's down closer to sea level, but he's traveling all the time.
All the time.
And all he has to do is take an hour flight to one of the cities with 7, 8, 9,000, 12,000 feet of altitude.
Yep. And you're playing high. Yeah. Kind of like your hometown of Albuquerque. I remember the first time I played there and realized, whoa, wait a minute. This is high.
We are a mile high, Ron, but I'm not convinced anybody calls us the Mile High City. And if you're in the foothills, it's 6,200
feet. Now, Gary, those are the mistakes that Carlos clearly does not want to make. And Rocky, and that works in Rocky's favor. That was the difference in the first game.
We talked about that before the match. His experience, his history, and unforced errors in his favor.
Absolutely.
Look at the gets. Look at the gets.
But you know what was impressive about that last one? The length of his ceiling ball. Almost perfect. He forces a mistake.
Excellent defense. Forcing shots by Keller 3 times.
Yep.
And Rocky wins the rally.
6-5 Carson. Perfect pass. I said the other day when I watched him, I'm going, he's a master at hitting at 80%. It's all about that ball's going to die before the back wall.
Folks, that was on page 3 of your manual.
Yes.
Pass shot. Take it second bounce at the back wall, and that did.
Short serve called.
No appeal by Rocky.
No, Rocky knows.
our linesperson, Alejandro Morales, on the right-hand side. He lives in Mexicali, down close to the California border, right across the frontera. And we have Ivan Valdez from Baja California.
Perfect. Wrong-footed him. Again, it's like watching a chess match.
Indeed.
Timeout, Keller.
So when we return, we're not going anywhere. When we return to live play, it'll be Carson serving 8-5, trying to produce a 2-0 lead. Ron, let's talk a little history here. This is the 21st edition of the IRF World Championships for Racquetball, and 1981 was the first one in California, which was part of the World Games complex. It was in Santa Clara up north in California. You've been to a few yourself here. Why don't you share some of your history with the viewing audience?
Yeah, I was lucky, honored actually, to be part of the first World Championships that Canada competed in. That was in Sacramento in '84. You'll remember that was just after the Olympics in LA that Eastern Bloc boycotted. And one of our athletes, Roz Harvey, beat Andy Roberts to win our first world gold medal.
That's great.
My last Worlds, active Worlds, were in Korea in 2010, but I had the privilege of coaching here in 2000 when this complex was just barely started. Construction was still underway, and we won the overall team title. A highlight I'll never forget.
Good for you, my friend. So Carson serving in game 2. It's 8-5. Keller trying to get 1. But there's a 3-point deficit right here. Rocky has taken control of the match.
This is a commanding lead for Rocky, 9-5. Even with rally scoring, where you can come back, Keller's in some trouble here.
Rocky wants to prolong the rally. He had an opportunity to shoot the previous shot. Set. I'm going to go up top.
Yeah.
Got the setup and put it away. Talking about the chess game.
Rocky gets a crack. Now we're looking at game ball here.
All cracks are good, folks. Game point number 1 in game 2 for Rocky Carson. Multiple world titles. Looking for another. Jammed him that time, Ron.
Yeah, serve was perfect. He finished it. Rocky's up 2-0.
So we'll break momentarily. 2-0 when we return. Carson trying to close it out and earn a shot at the semifinal, which will be tomorrow, Wednesday, here in San Luis Potosi. Alexis, take it away, please. In vivo from San Luis Potosí, we're live. Gary Nazaroff, Ron Brown, and Alexis Iwasa. Game number 3 coming up. Ron, your impression of the first two?
Well, pretty much what we talked about in the pregame. You know, Rocky's experience is showing here. He's he's not doing all the work, right? He's just being very selective in his shot making, and as well as his serving, which of course is setting up his shots. If I looked at an unforced error chart, I'm going to think that Keller has a lead there over Rocky. Rocky has made very few mistakes.
Probably 20 to 30 percentage points higher.
Now,
on behalf of Keller.
Now it comes down to how much does Keller really want this? What's he willing to do to win game 3? Or does Rocky roll from here? We're about to find out.
0-0 game 3, 11 points, win by 2, rally scoring. Court number 2 in San Luis Potosí. It's like that controlled drive Z to the left side.
Votable's been called. I don't know that we'll see an appeal. Yeah, he has appealed.
So, folks, the appeal was no avoidable. The avoidable was called, Ron, right?
Yes.
One linesperson agreed, one disagreed, so loss of an appeal by Carlos. Bottom line, point for Rocky.
Yeah.
Carlos did everything that rally except win the rally.
That's the story of this match. One zero Carson.
One of the few ceiling balls that came up short from Rocky.
Yes. And Carlos took full advantage. One serving one.
Power drive serve, deep left, weak return, put away. We talked the 3-shot rally, Ron.
Those are the rallies that Carlos is looking for right there.
So what happened there was that drive serve was loose, came out, and Rocky took advantage.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to make a run. It's a tough task to get that drive serve.
Empate 2, serving 2, game 3. Carson leads 2-0.
Serve is called short. Even my old ref's eyes saw short there, Gary.
You agreed with Deanna?
I do. She's
Don't
a very
disagree
competent.
with
No.
Deanna, my friend.
No, she's very good at what she does.
Short ceiling.
Good choice. Very good choice.
Points. Carlos's pressing return created short ceiling balls, and Carlos was there to gobble them up.
And he mixed it up by going drive serve right, but a kick back into the middle, and Rocky's going to kill that all day long.
3-3 game 3. 21st IRF World Racquetball Championship, San Luis Potosi, Mexico.
Classic example, Gary. Rocky has the front court, pops it up to the ceiling, a little old school, where the young Turks are going to shoot that. Carlos shoots deep and skips it. And Rocky will take that all day long.
Absolutely. The numbers are with Rocky.
Yeah.
Low percentage shot.
Yeah.
It's great when they go in. And Rocky, as a matter of fact, at least early on, wants Carlos to be successful because that'll create a theme for the match.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
(4-3), Carson. USA. Keller, Bolivia.
Replay's been called. Little tight in the middle there.
Had a convergence, so
Yeah,
called it dead. Dead ball hinder replay.
they both
serve.
agree, and
You talked about the sportspersonship on both parts.
yeah, one of the great things about racquetball. Yes, we want to win, for sure.
Ron, it's noontime here. The crowd's starting to fill in here at Championship Court.
Nice deep kill by Carlos. Yeah, you're right, Gary. The crowds are building. And the intensity only goes up from here. There's a lot at stake.
Absolutely.
It's quite an honor to be a world champion in your sport.
No less than the winner of this earns a medal.
Yes.
In IRF play, they don't play for third place. So they award 2 bronze. The exception was the World Games in Birmingham last month. World Games Association requires a third place match.
Play, yeah. Carlos has moved ahead to a 5-4 lead, I believe.
Another short. See if he goes right or left here. Ends up going right with the Z. That's impressive.
Nice.
That's
nice,
impressive,
nice,
Ron.
Nice. Again, strategic racquetball by Rocky. To go back 2 shots, he hit an overhead, but he didn't hit it, full pace. Just wanted Carlos to take it shoulder high and do something with it.
And Carlos actually cleared Rocky to deep court. Rocky just made a better shot.
Yeah.
Short again down the right side. That Vidrio glass, 40 feet in length. Tough to pick up when you're close to it.
And Rocky tried his usual there, right? Popped up the return. Just came off the back, just slightly more than he wanted it to, and Carlos put it away.
39-foot rollout, Ron.
Yeah.
You've done a few of those in your time.
You could count them on one hand, Gary.
Another short serve with the drive. Half Z lob.
And there's that unforced error that Keller needs to stay away from to come back in this match.
Another empate, another tie at 6.
Yeah, 6-all, Rocky serving.
Please remember, folks, one must win by 2. First to 11, win by 2. Will we have an overtime?
Oh.
Gift for Carlos.
That's a rare miss by Rocky.
Carlos, in my opinion, a little more animated, not with his voice, but with his body language.
Yeah. He hit the deck there. He's looking to keep this match going. Oh, yeah. There's a wow. That was a very good serve, but clearly an even better return. That deadlocks him again at 7.
Back and forth, ida y vuelta. To and from. Another short. Fortunately, the winner of this match, whoever it is, will have a break until tomorrow. If they had another match, these power serves, especially the ones that are not accurate, take their toll.
They do.
Great shot selection. He wraps that last one around. Carlos tries to short hop with the backhand and floors it.
And you can see that shot was shoulder high. He's backing up. That's a tough shot for anybody to hit. Rocky gladly accepts the gift and comes back into the service box, trying to march to 11.
8-7, game 3. Carlos hit, the previous shot he hit was a pressing shot. Rocky leaves his feet, has the wherewithal to wrap the ball around, and Carlos couldn't put it away. What do we have? 9-7.
Yep. And boy, with rally scoring as I've watched this week, this is hard to come back from. But if anybody can do it, it's Keller.
Live. Carson.
Skip ball. We're looking at match point here. Now I think the hole's too deep.
So match point number 1 in game 3. Carson leading 2-0. If he scores this point, he'll close it out and earn a berth in one of the semifinals tomorrow. Patented drive, controlled Z to the left, Ron.
Yep, you're going to see it. He's going to tempt him again to take it from his shoulder. Rocky took the bait first there.
He did.
He knows it's one good shot.
Fortunately, he has a little cushion. He could do that. Carlos can't make a mistake.
No.
So it's match point number 2. Even though Rocky is the receiver, he can score match point. So it's match point number 2 for Carson, 8-10. Great angle, short up.
I do love this about rally scoring, right? Something's happening on every serve. Somebody's scoring a point.
Z. Overhead.
Yeah.
Conservative. Okay, second match point staved off by Keller. Guess what? 9-10.
It's not over yet.
Are we going to overtime, Ron?
Yeah.
Are we going to overtime? Alexis, are we going to overtime? No. Fran, are we going to overtime? No. Folks, we're
We
going
are.
overtime.
We're going overtime.
Much to the chagrin of Fran. 10-10.
Fans are loving it, Gary. There's a really good crowd here right now.
So, metaphor, the deep hole was filled.
Yes. I do believe I gave myself an out, Gary. I think I said nearly impossible.
Ron, we'll give you an out anyway. You've earned that. You have license.
Yeah.
You have license.
That's some.
And if not, we'll give you one do-over, a mulligan.
Got it. I definitely need them in golf, so why can't I use it in racquetball?
So we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to stay here, folks. As we said earlier, this is a treat. It's a treat to work with Ron Brown, iconic racquetballista from Canada, wearing many, many, many hats, as I have over time. We may be dating ourselves, but it really doesn't matter, because our heart and our minds, we're still 21, and we can't control the calendar, Ron.
No, it's great to be back. Involved in racquetball. It's always been my sport of passion from when I first played in my early 20s. This is and to see it evolve and to see the global parity we're seeing. It's great. It really, really is. Of course, I want to see Canada win everything we can, but it's good for the sport.
Keller serving 10-10, first to 12. Comes up short. See if he comes back with that Z lob right side.
I think he will. Yep.
Yes. Oh. Rocky showing a little emotion here.
Yeah.
We said when he gets behind, he'll show it. He'll be more animated. Guess what, folks?
Game point, Keller.
Game point number 1 for Keller. He staved off 4 match points on behalf of Carson. Wow.
Nice comeback. Very nice comeback. Solid winning point.
The wow factor.
New.
I like your description, Ron. Solid.
Very solid.
12-10 in favor of Keller.
Now
he filled the deep hole and added a cushion, didn't he?
You could see the from what was he down 8-10?
I think it was 6-10.
And he never made a mistake after that.
Well,
Stayed aggressive.
You said earlier, let's see if he wants it before game number 3, and he wanted it.
Well, and you know the mindset, right? Keller just escaped certain death. Rocky's thinking, I'm out of here in 3, and I can conserve some of my energy. Now we got a battle.
Now the pressure moves to Rocky.
Yeah.
Said, boy, this
you know how
young
I can always
Palomino
tell?
here, man, just
Yeah,
beat me.
oh,
I better
yeah.
amp it up.
Yeah. I can always tell there are more spectators coming to this match now as opposed to leaving it. So
Jim Durham, the head coach for Team USA, Malia Bailey, the assistant. Jim is front row center behind the glass. Diana Aguilar doing a superb job as the head official. She hails from San Luis Potosi. This is her hometown. And on the left, Yvonne Valdez from Mexico. And on the right, Alejandro Morales from Mexico. They are our linespersons.
I see Fran Davis, Rocky's personal coach, and I'm seeing the concern there, right?
When she came over, it was 6-10.
Yeah,
smiling.
Yeah, it looked in the bag.
Never say never.
Another great part of racquetball, Gary. Momentum. It shifts so
The big
quickly.
mo, my friend.
Big
the big
mo.
mo.
Yeah, you got it. You lose it. You get it back.
So, folks, to review the rules. Current IRF rules, International Racquetball Federation, if you will. Best of 5, each game to 11, win by 2. 1 timeout available, 1 minute in length. 2 available appeals per game, and for this match we have 2 human beings, 2 lines persons. Game 4, Ron, 0-0.
Keller to serve.
Ron,
Yeah.
different twist on that second serve. He pushed a half lob.
Yeah, he did.
You know what that means to me? The big C, confidence.
Yeah, and coaching. Now there's a shot he's going to want back. Got exactly the setup he wanted. Skipped it.
We said Rocky's being coached by a formal coach here, Jim Durham. And Carlos now is being coached by his elder brother, Rolando Coco Keller. 1-1, 4th game. Pure down the right side.
Yeah.
Is he going to appeal it? As our producer just said, don't waste an appeal.
Yeah, I agree with Pablo. Yeah, no, he knows it. He knows it. That was a great pass. It died at the back. That's not coming out. All right, Rocky's coming out with the drive serve.
So down 0-1. It's now 3-1 in favor of Carson, game number 4. 2-1.
2-1.
Stand corrected.
Seems some fight in Keller. He's not going down. He's not going down easily here.
Along with the crowd, he's become more animated.
Yes, he has.
Ron, that was a fantastic serve.
Oh.
And a better serve return.
Yeah.
Did you see where that ball landed?
I did. Now our vantage point, Gary's pretty much perfect. We're right at the junction of the back right side glass and the back wall. We've got a great view of this match.
Bob Uecker territory.
Absolutely.
Comes up short.
We must have to pay for these seats, Gary. Is that the deal?
We do. We pay handsomely.
I thought so.
It's okay.
It's worth it. Textbook racquetball from Rocky. Drive serve, set up, right side kill. I think we're going to see housekeeping on this.
So talk about runs. Rocky's won 4 of the 5 previous rallies. He was down 0-1. Now it's 4-2. Will he close this out, or will Keller force a tiebreak?
This is another part I like about rally scoring, Gary. It's hard to run away with a lead. You know, I mean, you can be down by 3, have a great serve return for a point, and you're back in the box. And the next thing you're tied again.
And now you're down by 1.
Yeah.
All down.
All right, Keller's backhand is.
Speaking of down by 1, Ron.
Yeah, Keller's backhand on that left side is looking strong.
I want to thank our viewing audience for tuning in today. Fantastic racquetball.
Nice cross-court return.
Yeah. Keller was anticipating a left side pass.
He was.
2-point spread. Carson. See if Keller can keep his composure. Great serve.
Great serve.
Will he do it again, Ron?
Might not be on this serve, Gary, but it's there in that arsenal, right? I think it's just a
might be a
just
good time to go left because
yeah. He's
Keller may be
he's
thinking
giving them
right,
the reminder.
leaning.
Yeah.
Open up the left side.
Absolutely.
The nuances of the game, folks. There it is. Set up. Ball live.
Oh, nice.
Backhand reverse animation, fist pump.
Yeah.
Carson, another point.
No lack of effort from Carlos. He spent most of that rally on the floor.
And we'll stay here. Timeout on the court. When we return to live play, it'll be Carson serving 7, Keller 3. So, Ron, let's talk about upcoming events. IRF play. We have
Gary, you were talking about upcoming events for IRF.
Thank you, Pablo. And here we are again in vivo. So, Ron, some upcoming events IRF play. We have World Seniors in Albuquerque, 37th edition next week. And we have the Junior Worlds in Guatemala City, the capital of Guatemala, in first week of December. Are you going to be there?
I can't go to either one. This was kind of I had time for one, and coming here was what I was able to do. But I will. I've been at both events, and as a participant in Albuquerque, loved it. One of the great experiences in racquetball I had. And World Juniors, if anybody's thinking of going, it's a world-class event, and Guatemala City is amazing to be in. Oh, there's a break for Rocky.
So, blink our eyes 3 times, Ron. It's an 8-3 lead for Carson, but don't count Keller out.
No. Here again is where rally scoring makes a difference, right? That's a formidable hole he's in.
Rocky had multiple match points in Game 3 and didn't produce. What a shot. What a shot.
Beautiful retrieve.
Off balance, hits the Z, deep court, and Carlos skips it in.
Yeah.
That's impressive, folks. If you don't think it is, go on the court and try it.
You're seeing a little swagger from Rocky here. He's feeling it. This is close to over.
2 points from the match and a berth in the semi tomorrow. Keller, left up. Winner,
nice
Keller.
Nice touch. Rocky had to guess. Yeah. Both of them are acknowledging that rally and that Keller made the right choice.
Both of these players will eat well and sleep well tonight.
I'm tired watching them, Gary.
Bring their heart rates down. 4-9, Game 4. Keller serving. Up top. Near side pinch with the forehand. Now we have match point number 1 in this game.
I think he had 2, possibly 3 in the last game.
I think 4.
But this is a formidable lead.
10-6.
This is going to be
formidable lead.
Yeah, right here.
My cohort here, huh? Safety hold up, avoidable hinder.
I think we're getting an appeal here.
Overruled.
Game,
Avoidable call.
Game, set, and match.
So 11-6 in favor of Carson. He wins 3 games to 1. We're here in San Luis at the show court. On behalf of Ron Brown and Pablo Farge, we'll break, and we'll have the next match coming up shortly, folks. Stay tuned to the IRF Network.
Thank you, Gary.